Hello, Facebook. My name's Sanjana, Feel Good Treatments. Welcome to the latest video in my series, The A to Z of Anxiety, E for Energy and Emotions. So today I just wanted to talk about how our energy can affect us and how our emotions are a barometer for how our energy is. So everything that you see is made up of energy. Quantum physics is a new form of physics, maybe not that new, but a relatively new form of physics, which says that everything is made up of energy at a very tiny subatomic level, and the thing that connects them is electricity. And that's true of us as well. All our cells vibrate at a certain level, and when we experience things that challenge us, that cause a big reaction emotionally in us, it can then slow up or block our energy. So in the Reiki process, when I teach Reiki and I talk about the attunement process, which is where we're aligning your energy to the Reiki flow, one of the things that happens is during the attunement process is you get like a massive flush through of energy. And what that does is it clears out your energy space, which is made up of the space within your body as well as your etheric body around you and your auric body around that as well. It clears out though and lets you release lots of emotions and experiences that have been clogging up your energy. So why is it important to have a clean energy? Well, a clean energy allows you to be your most authentic self. Now, by that, I mean, when you live in a family, when you live with someone else, whether it's one person, two people, lots of people, you all have energy cords that link you, and those cords can sometimes mean that you absorb other people's behaviors. So an example would be if you know an adult who has teenagers and seems to act like a teenager too, both in the strops and in the giggles and everything, there's probably a bit of mixing of energy going on between the two people, and so their energy is not authentically their own. So that's why you want to keep your energy space really clean within your own body, because it can affect your own behavior. It can also make you feel not quite yourself. You'll feel like I'm not present properly, or I feel really cloudy headed or cloudy minded. And so you need to actively clean your energy yourself, all right? And I'll come on to that in a minute. I just want to talk about emotions. Emotions are your barometer for how your energy is doing. So if you're constantly feeling under pressure, overwhelmed, you're feeling panicky, you're feeling anxious, you're feeling like your heart is racing, so you're actually having a physical reaction to your anxiety, it is a really loud clanging, it's a clarion call to you that your energy space is not where it needs to be, which is in a calm, centered kind of way. So I want you to start paying attention to how your emotions are feeling. Oh, I've got two viewers. If you want to say hello, I'd love to see who's here. Hello. So over the next few days, what I'd like you to do is pay attention to how your emotions are feeling to you. So feel into how you feel before you go to an event. So supposing you had a work event that you're going to or a social gathering you're going to, feel how you feel about it before you go. Do you feel excited? Do you feel joyful? Or do you feel like you've got, a lump in the pit of your stomach and you feel queasy and sick? Okay. Then feel into how you're feeling. Become aware of how you're feeling when you're at your event. Has those feelings changed at all? So have you gone from feeling really joyful and excited to feeling more, this is okay, but I really wish I wasn't here, I could be doing something else? Or has the pit in your stomach actually alleviated and you're actually enjoying yourself more? And then finally, have a look at how you feel when you get home. Do you feel better? Do you feel good? Hello. And so use your emotions as your barometer for how your energy is going. When some people you'll be with and it's nothing they're doing, but they make you feel irritated or aggravated, okay? So some of that is about you responding to their energy and where they are in their energy space. So are they feeling aggravated and irritated? So teenagers are a really good example of this. And some of it might be because they're triggering something within you, okay? And so you use your emotions as your guide to how you're feeling and where your energy space is. So simple ways of cleaning your energy include, and there are loads and loads of methods, and I'm not saying mine's the only one, but these are some of the ones you can try at home, and I'd love to hear if you do. I'd love to hear how you found them. Did you feel a sense of relief? Maybe you'll feel a sense of lightness. Maybe you'll feel just calmer and happier. Whatever it is, I would really love to hear from it. If you could put the comments under the video, that would be really great, because I'll know where to look for them. If it's something more personal, please DM me. I'm really happy to talk about that with you. So here are some methods. One is in the morning and in the evening, if you have showers, I want you to stand under your shower, allow the water to fall onto the top of your head so it streams down over you. And as it does, I want you to imagine from the shower head is also flowing golden light. And as that golden light flows down and touches your head, and it's gone through your etheric level and your auric level. Your aura is the space around you. Your etheric level is the level above that. As it goes through and touches your head and then flows down your body, those golden lights are going to start clearing your aura, clearing your etheric body, and helping to clear your energy space. And I want you to imagine that this golden light with the water is traveling down the whole front of you, the whole back of you, down both sides, under your feet, and then draining down through the drain. So that's one method you can do. And I love doing that one because you can stand under the shower just for a couple of minutes with your eyes closed, really visualizing this. And don't worry if you can't see the colors, just know it's happening. Kind of say to yourself, pretend if it's easier, because that works just as well. Just kind of say, this is working for me, and I'm just allowing the golden light to flow down from my shower head with the water to just clean my aura out and wash my day away and set me up for a lovely evening or a lovely day. So that's one way. A second way is meditation. I'm going to actually be leading some meditations in my group, Goodbye Anxiety, Hello Happiness. If you haven't joined, please come and join us. I'm going to be running those probably from the beginning of April, and they're called the unconditional love meditation sessions. And they are designed to help you begin to feel more loving towards yourself. So there'll be a bit more about that probably in next week's or the week after's video. I'm just kind of working through them and getting the inspiration for them. So meditation is a form of it. There are many, many types of meditation on YouTube. One I quite like is any ones that talk about angel meditations to clear your energy. They're really good, so you could look those up. Another way of clearing your energy is imagining that you are, let's say, I'll give you an example. So I live with my husband, my cats, I've got 2 cats, and my son. And so there are energy cords between each of us. All right, so I have one with my husband, one with my son, one with each of my 2 cats. Supposing I was behaving quite irrationally like teenagers can do, that would tell me that my connection with my son, some of his energy is coming into my energy space, and he might be taking too much of my energy into his space. So what you do is you imagine the cord literally like a rope, if you like, from your heart and your solar plexus, hello Lucy, right the way through to his heart and his solar plexus. And then you imagine there's just this golden light moving from your heart going down through the cord and into his heart, and it travels back again to your heart. And as it does, it cleans that cord and allows you both to actually take back your own energy into you. So you've cleaned your cord, you've separated out your energies, and then you have just taken back your authentic power and your own energy. And so there's no mix of energies anymore. So the last thing I want to talk about with energy and emotions is when we live with people, most of us are caring, loving people, and sometimes we take on other things for our families. So by that I mean we take on emotional responsibility for our friends and family because we don't want to see them suffer. And it comes from the purest of places, which is that you care for them and you love them and you don't want to see them suffer. However, the downside of that is that it affects your health directly, your physical health. You know, we're not disconnected from our physical health. We are a mixture of our health, our physical health, mental health, emotional health, and our spiritual health. When we decide to take on the burden for somebody else, then it means we're also prepared to take on whatever illness or whatever things were lurking in their soul path. We're prepared to take that on. And so the result is that we get sick. So you have to be really careful with your energy space. And I can't emphasize this enough to you about being really careful about deciding, and a lot of you will do it unconsciously, but becoming more conscious of that decision of how you're going to help someone. So you want to help them in a way that empowers them. You want to help them in a way that allows them and supports them to go through what they need to do as part of their growth. But you also want to support them so that you're in a way that's protecting your own energy. So that's about creating your boundaries. And a couple of weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, I talked about boundaries. And this is a really good example of how you can protect your boundaries. So if you know someone who's unwell, support them with helpful practical things like cooking for them, doing shopping, getting prescriptions, that kind of stuff, taking them places if they need help with that. But on an emotional level, by all means be there, but just make sure you don't overextend yourself so that your boundaries are being stretched. And so in your sympathy, you're not taking on responsibility for that illness. It sounds like quite a far-fetched idea, but I have seen enough of it to know that it happens. And I've seen it enough to see that a lot of my clients who have anxiety or who have depression, they're often the people who rescue other people within their family. And you know what? When we rescue people, even though we're doing it from the best place, it's not actually the best thing that we can do for them. It can often end up being disempowering to them, and that's really unhelpful. No one wants to disempower anyone. So today I've kind of given you a couple of ideas to think about. Some of them might seem quite far-fetched to you, and that's okay. If you have any questions, as always, I'm really happy to hear from you and get your feedback as well. Let me know if you try the shower meditation, where you imagine the golden light washing your aura and your etheric body and your physical body, cleaning your energy, leaving it lovely and sparkling and clean of everyone else's. This is a particularly good one to do if you have to use public transport. Just imagine all those energy spaces jostling together. It's hard work, so you want to clean all of that off. If you've had a really bad day, so it's been like aggravation, arguments, or you felt really frustrated, that's a really good time to come home, do the shower meditation in the evening. Don't put the same clothes back on because they've still got all that energy. You want to launder all of that, so wash it all away. So that's that one. And then there's the energy cord exercise as well. Thank you, Lucy. It's very kind of you to say. Okay, so the last thing I just wanted to talk to you about is in my group, Goodbye Anxiety, Hello Happiness. I am also asking people, I'm running a small competition to just get new members added in. There is a magic to group energy that comes through conversation, that comes through accountability, and comes through support, and a willingness to change and a willingness to get better. And so in my group, I'm running a small competition where I'm asking you to invite people in, and the person who invites the most in by a week on Thursday, I think it is, will receive a little prize from me. I'm keeping the prize a little bit of a surprise. I'll reveal it maybe early next week. And I know a couple of people have kind of jumped on this. and are inviting away. So I would love for you to join us in the group if you're not already there. And if you know anyone with anxiety who's ready to let go of it, ready to embrace their happy life, then please do invite them. And my very last thing to say to you all is I just want to say thank you for all the lovely comments I've had about these videos. They're a bit of a leap of faith for me. And I've actually really enjoyed doing them, and I get quite excited after I finished. I come off live and I'm like, oh, I really want to do more. I've got to wait till next week. So yeah, thank you very much for all the comments, and I hope you keep enjoying it. All right, wishing you all a lovely Friday and a lovely weekend, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care now. Bye bye.